Today's ride covers a distance of 255 kilometers, leading to a final destination on my journey, Kashgar city. Although there are motorways, I occasionally deviate from them to talk with locals. After finishing today's ride, my entire trip will count up to 8,000 kilometers. I intend to arrange for the logistics to transport my motorcycle back, where I personally plan to fly back to where I studied.
Şahlak yüzüngü təşnəmən Yürügümgə sevda salğan Boylarınğa aşna ikən mən Bir qarab canımni alğan Şahlak yüzüngü təşnəmən Yürügümgə otlar yaqqan Boylarınğa aşna ikən mən
看不了这个妹妹。
小刀呢？
那边我们有一个店，要不要带你去？给你网上什么不是那样？给你批发价。什么品牌的？就这个。
贝纳利。
不
认识。不认识。
我妈只认识穿这一针。
你们放假了？
对。
你上几年级啊？
我要上4年级，他要上5年级。
跟我们走。
跟着我们走，就像我心爱的小摩托。
拜拜。
你几月？你多少买的这车
5万。
5万？
啊。
这么便宜？
对啊。你以为多少钱啊
？40的。
你们那小刀多少钱？啊
？100块钱的也有，200块的也有，1000块钱也有。
Well, I just believe it's nice and good stuff. Someone told me that it's quite special and quite sharp with some high quality steel. Yeah, I don't want to try it. I will not actually use it to cut some stuff. Just a small souvenir. Kashgar marks a combination of motorcycle tourist time. It's an enchanting city nestled in the westernmost reaches of China. It shares borders with Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. And for over 2,000 years, I think it has played a pivotal role along the Silk Road, connecting China, the Middle East, and Europe. Exploring Kashgar's old city, I was captivated by its distinctive architectural styles and exotic charm. As I savored myself a cup of coffee and embraced the unhurried rhythm of life, then reflecting on the myriad joys and challenges experienced during my journey for the past 30 days. In that moment, I feel as though I had undergone a profound rebirth. While aboard the plane, I gazed upon the expansive landscapes of Xinjiang region, snow-capped mountains, vast deserts, sprawling grasslands, and meandering rivers. It was during this moment that another motorcycle adventure plan formally took root in my mind, destined for the near future. Hi, welcome to my workspace in my home. Behind me, you can see a map of China with my planned journey marked in purple. I'll try my best to make it simple. Starting from my current location, I traveled toward the southernmost point, Yunnan, and from there I headed north, traveling the rough and unpaved Bincha road. Once I reached Tibet, I changed the direction and traveled west before heading north again towards Xinjiang. In total, the journey covered a distance of 8,000 kilometers, which took me 30 days to complete. It was an incredible ride filled with breathtaking landscapes, challenges, and unforgettable experience. I've included a breakdown of my expenses for reference, with the majority of the costs allocated to gasoline due to my frequent camping along the way. Well, I'm not a professionalist in motorcycle reviewing, and just share some of my experience here. For Benelli 702, I rode to Xinjiang, and it was overall fun. Now the odometer reads 16,000 kilometers. For prongs, it showed no big flaws, and it had enough horsepower. In most of the highlands I rode on, no pressure when I tried to pass others. Plus, it has sufficient configurations, and together with the features I add on later, it provided a very comfortable driving experience, so I would not feel weary on most days even after long rides. The cons also have many, such as engine shutdown and clamping process in high-altitude sites, which has been fixed by changing the oil pump, and gasoline penetration from nowhere, even not too much in the tank in those high-altitude areas. Also, the buzzing noise from windshield or headlights, and engine oil leakage at the bottom of the engine. I changed the gasket, but the effectiveness is still under test, and also narrow space of the right pannier only suitable for small stuff, and most important of all, very difficult to change the air filter. I truly hate the design. Air filter can only be changed by dismantling the oil tank and all upper decal boards, and it is very difficult to be remounted. I think the only reason that Benelli did this is to prevent personal DIY, so it won't lose any potential return customers, However, there's no flawless motorcycle in this world, I think. The optimum approach entails embarking on the open road yourself and aligning your preference with your own biking experience, achieving a personalized equilibrium that resonates most harmoniously with you, I think.
I recently read some news that said there are around 1 billion people in the world who are experiencing different types of stress, and some of them choose to end their lives. This is happening now and has been happening. I went through a tough time in 2020 because of spiritual suffering. I was barely holding on and I felt like I was about to collapse. Back then, I didn't understand why people would ride motorcycles, and I thought they were all nuts. However, I saw riding a motorcycle as my last hope to survive. I can still vividly remember the moment I first hopped on the motorcycle. The sound of the engine starting reignited my fading passion and continues to burn strongly. During my 30th solo motorcycle journey, I experienced a new understanding of solitude, freedom, and independence. To combat potential loneliness, I placed some dolls on my back before embarking on my trip. Among them, my favorite is this one, a mommy bear embracing her baby bear. Both bears mournfully sit on a small glacier sheet, symbolizing their struggle to find a suitable habitat due to climate change and melting ice. Throughout my ride, I encountered numerous glaciers and snow-capped mountains, but according to the locals, they have noticeably diminished in size compared to the past. Solitude offers a space for reflection and solace, allowing to process my thoughts and emotions in a peaceful and undisturbed manner. It provides an environment conducive to introspection, offering clarity and perspective on various aspects of life. This introspective time can be valuable for gaining insights, finding inner peace, and rejuvenating the mind. Without the distractions and influence of others, I have the opportunity to delve deep into my own thoughts, emotions, and desires. This introspective journey leads to a better understanding of myself. Being alone on the road grants a sense of freedom and independence like no other. I have the liberty to choose my own path, make spontaneous decisions, and fully immerse myself in the experience without having to compromise or consider the preference of others. This freedom can be incredibly liberating. I can fully engage with the present moment, appreciating the scenery, sounds, and sensations of the ride. From navigating unfamiliar terrains to camping on low sites and problem solving, each obstacle encountered along the way provides an opportunity to build resilience, self-reliance, and confidence.
Finally, but most importantly, I would like to express my gratitude to all my subscribers. While my numbers may not be large, we have formed a small but meaningful community. Your subscriptions, comments, and words of encouragement have greatly motivated me to improve my editing, dubbing, and narrating work. I truly appreciate all your support, and hopefully we'll meet you in our following episodes, new episodes, I think. Yeah, see you then.